Everton go in at Liverpool on Monday night. It's live in talkSPORT. I'm going to do this. Stuart Pearce. If you want a headline coming out of this from England legend Stuart Pearce, he just gave us it while we were listening to James there. Do you want to tell me what you think Everton's chances are of winning this?
I think their chances of winning this game, you know, and this, you might look at the league table and say, well, how do you come about that statement? And I'll quantify it. They've got as much chance of winning this game as they have, a stronger chance than they have probably in the last 2 decades of going to Anfield and getting a result, in my opinion.
In the last 20 years, this is the best chance, one of the best chances.
I honestly believe that, because I think they've got a manager that will play a style that will not suit Liverpool. You know, I think they've shown an Achilles heel, Liverpool, over the recent times of not liking the ball in behind them, not liking them turned around, that type of thing. High energy game. I think that Everton will play that style of football at Anfield. A draw or a victory will be a fantastic result. Looking at the 2 games that they've had since Dyche's taken over, Arsenal at home that were conquering everybody, and a 1-0 victory and a clean sheet, and then going to Liverpool. If they could come out with a point or more from that game, which I think they've got the opportunity to do. Liverpool haven't won a Premier League game this year yet. You know, since January, they've not won a game. I think they're under big pressure. You can see that in Jurgen's sort of body language and that type of thing. And when you look at Everton's games, and if you're a new manager taking over Everton, and you look at their games that they've had, Arsenal first game, then Liverpool, in the next 6 or 7 games, you've got Man United, Spurs, Chelsea and Arsenal all to come again. So real tough run for him. Yeah. But I think they've got an ascendancy at the moment.
Stuart, Everton's best chance in 20 years. Would you be saying that had they not made a managerial change?
No, I wouldn't. I think Dyche is a brilliant fit for Everton. I'm not just saying that because he's a friend of mine. I'm saying that because the way he drives a team, the style of play, and the players that they've got there available fit the style that I think he likes his team to play. High energy, get the ball forward, put crosses in the box. He's got a nucleus of players in Cody, who's a good leader that he'll lean on a little bit. Tarks is a good leader. You've got the England goalkeeper behind that, and you've got Calvin Lewin, who is a good centre forward that fits the mould of what he likes.
So there you go. You echo what Mr. Pearce is saying?
Probably, yeah. I mean, I don't think that Everton have given him much of a chance at Anfield for certainly the last decades. Slightly closer in decades before that. Liverpool are in such a space at this moment in time that you can see any result. You can see Liverpool responding to the Anfield crowd, demanding more from them against this particular opposition and rising to the occasion. You can see Liverpool being as poor as they've been recently and Everton rising to the challenge of the Sean Dyche regime. Or you can see neither, and both sides thinking the place out. So, I mean, I know that's about as clear as mud, but you can see a whole raft of results, and all of them would be, well, entirely plausible. I mean, look, Sean Dyche is absolutely, in my view, the right man for the job at Everton. It's no surprise that after the game, the outcome was defined by 2 players that have played for him in previous incarnations to some extent. You know, Dwight McNeil putting in a ball that Tarkowski put away. And then the interview afterwards, you saw the way Tarkowski spoke about, see, this is the kid that we know we've got here. No one's seen enough of this, but I'm telling you how good he is. Yeah. So you'll see those players to come to the fore. And you know, let's also not lose sight of the fact that the way Everton were going to win that game was to excel and for Arsenal to be off it. And they got a perfect storm. They excelled and Arsenal were off it. And you won't see too many Arsenal performances like that where they just didn't, their senior players didn't show up and they didn't get, you know, they created chances, but Everton just overwhelmed them and overpowered them and overcompeted with them and overran them. Yeah. Liverpool, I don't know. I would expect...
I'm looking at some messages. Liverpool fans saying, don't worry, we're going to win this.
I would expect, and you frame the question and characterise it in a certain way, or you're going to, which is, who needs this result more? Well, if Klopp gets beat again with such a stink of a performance that he's had recently, then the narrative will start to build up, the background noise will start to build up that he's lost it. He's not going to get it back. He's lost the dressing room. You're starting to hear rumours about Klopp, which I find totally implausible, about the reality of whether he's going to fix and right this problem. And if Everton put in another really good performance but lose, that's less of a challenge because Sean Dyche has laid his first glove on the team. The problem for the Everton players now, and by the way, It's the Everton players that need to be held accountable, because it's those that go on the pitch. It's all right if good managers getting fired left, right, and centre. It's because of those guys, right? They've set their own standards now. They've told everybody and proved to everybody that if they want to,
they can do it.
They can do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Think we'll see the Everton board at Anfield?
Yeah, probably. Probably in that instance, because it's a away game.
Of course we should.
I think you probably should, but if they want to take themselves out of commission so they stop giving people an opportunity to make it toxic, maybe that also has benefit. Either which way, isn't it?
Yeah. Liverpool host Everton. It's live in talkSPORT Monday night.